Helen Gahagan, wife of movie actor Melvin Douglas, is the Democrats' answer to Claire Luce as the convention opens. Politics is a woman's world this year with Mrs. Claude Pepper and Mrs. Gladys Tillett here. On hand early is Chairman Hannigan and Senator Scott Lucas, with his eye on the vice presidency. Permanent Chairman Jackson revealed FDR's endorsement of Wallace. Another staunch Democrat is Mary T. Norton. The big question mark is Jim Farley, silent on the idea of a fourth term as the convention is opened by Mr. Hannigan, national chairman.
The convention will please be in order.
The delegates prepare to hear Mrs. Gladys Tillett, assistant chairman of the National Committee.
The hearts of our women are overseas, but they are doing their thinking here. These women are pinning their faith on and devoting their energies to the party which has responded to their hopes and aspirations. That party is the Democratic Party.
Next to address the crowd is Helen Gahagan of California, who's running for Congress herself.
Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the next president will have enormous influence on bringing the war to complete victory. As head of the nation charged by the Constitution with the conduct of foreign affairs, he will have more influence on the peace terms than any other man in the world. The Democratic Party is the true conservative party. We have conserved hope and ambition in the hearts of our people.
Official opening gun for the Democrats is the keynote speech delivered by Governor Robert S. Kerr of Oklahoma.
I ask all Americans everywhere, who can best represent our nation in the future councils of war with our allies and in the conferences around the peace table. Each of our allies will be represented by the one who has demonstrated the greatest ability for the task, who will represent the United States of America, an untried leader who has not even told his own people what his views are, or the man who has from the start declared his position in clear and certain words, and who has the respect and esteem of all the United Nations as no other living American. Will it be Dewey or Roosevelt?
Speaking of surprises, what do you think of these American whacks on leave in Egypt, the land of the Sphinx? The Signal Corps cameras catch them enjoying a well-earned trip to this mystic land following a tour of duty in Italy. Fitted with sandals, they now explore the sacred mosque of Muhammad Ali. Then these pretty American tourists take in more of the local sights. Why, this gal must be a Republican. Girls from all parts of America traveling deluxe. Even Cleopatra in all her glory had nothing on these gals. What next, you lucky whacks?
The deadliest fighter plane yet designed, the Northrop Black Widow, makes its public debut. With most details still shrouded in secrecy, it's revealed to be as large as a medium bomber, powered by twin 2,000 horsepower motors, and it carries 20-millimeter cannon and 50 caliber machine guns. The Black Widow will carry its sting of death to every front. Yanks, led by General Eisenhower, were well prepared to celebrate Independence Day on the firing line in France. And there was a special message for the head Nazi. As noon approached on the glorious 4th, General Omar Bradley let loose the first greeting to the Germans. liberated towns and villages, Yanks and French join in the celebration. Here's a French Betsy Ross. Meanwhile, the bloody fight for Haye du Puit continued. German snipers hidden in the hedgerows and concealed in the famous Norman apple orchards made it tough for the Yanks. Signal Corps pictures show prisoners captured by the victorious Americans. The stubborn battle for the town results in heavy casualties on both sides.
Canadians are in the thick of it. A gun carrier has set a fire. The man driving the Canadian film unit cameraman paid with his life for these pictures. Many prisoners fall to the Canadians also, adding to the grand total of 55,000 taken since D-Day.
In the French town of Grand-Camp-les-Bains, everyone gathers for a joyful liberation celebration, as shown by these Air Force pictures. The children have made American flags from paper, coloring them with watercolors. They've learned a song to honor our boys. In Rome, liberated from the fascist and the Nazi, wreaths are placed on the Victor Emmanuel Memorial. In the free Roman braces flies the flag so dear to every American, the flag of liberty.